Hello, Minecrafters. Welcome to a special episode of Let's Minecraft. Me and my son are playing on this SuperFlat survival world. Well, I'm in survival mode. He's playing in creative mode, and we've been going from village to village until we found this one. Finally, one that has a blacksmith. So, I got to work right away on building. We played for about an hour, and we were actually about to log off, but we finally found this place, so we kept playing. We're playing on LAN, on my computer and my wife, his mom's. And yeah, just setting up a base. We don't really have a huge goal in mind, but he did say, let's build a castle, so I'm kind of putting the foundations. But then, little Tingle Toes here found something even cooler, and he didn't even realize it at first. I was supposed to teleport him over to my location and completely messed it up and had not saved the coordinates yet of that place. So that's basically just out there in the middle of who knows where. I think we might have been going west, like northwest, but yeah. I flew up in creative mode and thought about like heading back to spawn until I saw this. A freaking floating village. You see, the way I generated this world was I made it a super flat world with the tunneler's dream um, preset with 230 stone, but then I dropped it down to I think 64 stone or something like that down to bedrock. So much shallower than the preset was used to, but I didn't change anything about structure generation or anything like that. So I'm guessing there will be floating mine shafts, cryo chambers, all that kind of stuff. But my son found a floating end fortress, and I could not believe it. So I couldn't believe it. He just was flying around in creative mode and found that. So of course, we had to fight the dragon. We gave ourselves a little bit better gear. Oh, by the way, he could have had any skin, and he chose Steve, and I was so happy and proud. We're both excited and nervous, and he's 4, but he's really good at Minecraft. He's a good builder and adventurer. We're we're both in survival mode. Phase 1. Disrupt the crystal. For this, because we gave ourselves some good gear, I decided to handicap us by not giving us pickaxes. we have keep inventory and plenty of decent gear. Not maxed out gear, just decent gear. More than enough than we'll need for this fight, but no pickaxe. That's the deal. And like if our shields break, we're down a shield. That type of stuff. Oh man. I kept getting knocked off here. My whole plan was to use the dirt. And yeah. Oh yeah, also no elytra. I finally got decent with the elytras, so we'll probably see some elytra movement in future content, but not too much. I still like playing on the ground. And pillaring and stuff like that. Let's break this first crystal. I couldn't reach it. There it is. Alright, there's a lot of crystals to take care of. And Tingle Toes needs teleported. I think he asked me to switch him back and forth between creative and survival a few times. Like if the Enderman got overwhelming for him. So that might happen. I don't know if I'll leave it in like on camera, but yeah, that happens a couple times. And it actually gets me killed one time, but it's fine because after that he really joins in the fight. I'm so proud of him. We had a great time too. We were laughing. We were being dramatic. It was great. Taking out the crystals. Gotcha. Alright. Pillaring up here made me so nervous. I kept thinking the dragon was gonna knock me off again like the other pillar. But I made it all the way up, took care of the crystal right away. And then I was white knuckling my shift button at this point because this was my first dragon fight in a while and my son's first ever dragon fight. So I was trying real hard not to die. At least not in these key moments and have to like pillar back up, you know. Took out that one. And then this was the moment I mentioned. I'll leave this one in because it ended up getting me killed. Switching back to survival and doomed to fall by the end of the dragon. Dang it. It's okay. I put a nice purple haze over everything for this fight as well to make it a little more dramatic. I like how it looks. And this part was funny. He told me that no more Mr. Nice Daddy. It was so funny. I was like, no more Mr. He said, yeah, no more Mr. Nice. I loved it. So yep, gotta smash these iron bars with my diamond shovel because I decided to handicap myself and do no misses. Yeah. Oh no, and then an Enderman got you. Yep. Oh, now we're on phase 2. Slay the Ender Dragon. This is where you started doing really good, and you were shooting a lot. I was really proud of you. Things got really intense with the Enderman chasing around the dragon and stuff. For some reason, and maybe it's just part of the new game mechanic, there were a lot more Endermen in the way than I was anticipating this time. So I don't know when the last dragon fight I would have done, like what the update it was. It wasn't that many updates ago, but I know the game mechanics have changed a little. I thought it'd be fun to add a little miss counter in there. I didn't count my misses like earlier in the fight, but like I would get a few really good hits and then I would get a few misses and then I started laughing at myself for it. So yeah. But then my son was like really concentrating on shooting at the dragon and he was like, "It's time to stop." And I was just so proud of him. So yeah. I stopped caring about the miss count. We killed the dragon! Yay! We killed the dragon! I really encourage you to read through this if you can, like if you have a few minutes. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comments. And I actually have some fun ideas for this world, so subscribe for more. You're my favorite Minecrafters.